What's up, all you toads out there hopping along? It's your boy, Dylan James, also known as L. Ron Humperdinck. I got smart and printed out my tags and stuff because I really want to make sure I get them all. But I still was going to put it behind something on the map, in the map room in there. But the lights were buzzing in the last video, and so there's no point. And I have no purview over fixing them in there. So this wall's actually farther than the other one was. So I'll just show them to you. Political Dank House. As I said, at political_Dank House. Cut us off on Twitter. L. Ron Humperdinck, IG, Instagram, One Man Carnival, Twitter, DJ Library, personal. And Gab, of course. I have an affinity for Gab, even though I don't use it because the logo's a frog. I just love frogs, but what I was going to talk about is if I could find my freaking paper. Oh, here it is. Bear with me. Been all over the place because I'm in a different part of a building now with respect to people trying to hear me. I just wanted to get on the topic of the guy, the Democrat that was eating chicken for bar. And I want to break down thoughts that for the past 2 days, it seems late, but the past 2 days I've looked at it a bunch of different angles. And it's not like the epitome of what will make or break the most important issues in society, but it's Cohen, Steve Cohen, who's a Democrat from Tennessee in the Memphis area, and a representative, and Barr, who has already done these, all the wherewithal that he's had to do. He's been affirmed, he's been confirmed, all that. He's answered their questions, which I thought were stupid, on the Mueller investigation, and gave him all this hell and crap over why didn't you do this, why didn't you do that, did you not check into this to tell us what was in it. And a lot of that stuff was not his purview, as it was just to release it. And so they're really literally just shooting the messenger. And it won't be long, you mark my words, that Mueller will have to testify, and they're going to flip on him. But it's going to be nuts whenever he says what was in the report, because you hear them all the time saying, wow, he's going out from under Mueller's words, he's taking them out of context. He's saying that they won't give you an explanation, or example rather, of what they're talking about. But when you press them on it, they can't tell you what it is. They just know that it's got to be different because Mueller hasn't spoke up. What are they going to do when Mueller comes out and, like, he has corrected it or said, well, Barr's did this or that and summarized it, but, it's still kind of my stuff. What are they going to do when he comes out and affirms that what Barr transcribed was really shorthand, but it was nothing changed, nothing different? They're going to flip on Mueller. It's going to be nuts. And he doesn't have to go in to answer their questions anymore, because what they're trying to do is beat him until they get an answer they want. They're not asking for an answer. They're in pursuit of an answer is where they're going with it. They're not asking to be intuitive. They're starting with an answer they want to get out of him and asking accordingly. And you see that with Kamala Harris and all these others, and they say, wow, she left him speechless. Kamala Harris left Barr speechless. You go, girl. And I say, yeah, because dumbfounded is a subset of speechless. It wasn't for the good of the conversation. She just looked like an idiot. And he knows how to play with their games, is why they're not fond of Barr. But he doesn't have to go in. And anyways, this Steve Cohen in Tennessee, he's eating chicken in the Congress room, and he's got a ceramic chicken too, they say, that he's carrying around, which is fine. I'm all for branding and this and that. But like I've told y'all in many videos, I don't care how you do it, as long as it's legal, of course. And I'm not going to say, well, that's low. That's beneath the Congress. It's just how I'll disagree with you on what it stands for. I don't think Barr's a chicken. He's not afraid of anything. He's not being asked to do anything that he's cowering out from doing. He's released what he needs to at the time. The Mueller report will be finished in about May or so, and if they need to, accordingly, Mueller will be questioned, and they know they're going to do that. I think they just want to get the Mueller report released and hurry up so they can get Mueller in front of the Congress. But he's sitting there eating chicken in Congress, and Barr is a white guy, an old white guy. They're the whipping boys for now, and have been for a long time, especially in the Marxist dialectic. But what would they have done if the Attorney General was, say, Ben Carson? He's HUD, but Housing and Urban Development head. But pretend that he was appointed for an Attorney General. Because Trump's got black cabinet members, of course, but what would have, I'm not telling you it would be any different, but based off the media, what would have happened if Barr was black and he was being taunted by Cohen, who's, he looks white, he may be Jewish with the name Cohen, of course, but the dynamic of a white or a Jew eating chicken in front of a black person, no one would have said, yeah, he's calling someone a chicken. And I guess him calling him a chicken while eating chicken means I'll eat your lunch. I would assume eat your cock, like a rooster, but it's just bad optics. I want to know how, I'm not a prude or anything, but I want to know for the sake of protocol. I told you just now I don't care. It's not illegal or anything to do. I just want to know protocol-wise, because there's people higher than me that have so-called class and all the time talk about before Trump or before so-and-so, or these conservatives don't know how to have etiquette for the land. Those people are in control, not me. How did this get by? It's other people's points, not mine, and I'm one of those people who bitches about the rules. Etiquettes of the hallowed grounds of the government's importance, but the people running these institutions usually are what they say they are. And hell, I'm for Congress being able to eat at their places of work. Have someone bring it to you, really. You can eat there, sleep there, you can live there. Maybe it could get our elected officials to do more stuff, since they're on vacation so much. If they would live in Congress, I'm all for it. Eat there, sleep there. If they, Nancy Pelosi and the others, and I'm sure other Congress people, I'm not a drinker personally, but I know they indulge. If you get too drunk, don't call a taxi, just sleep in the house floor. Get some work done. Pretend like you're work like college students would. I'm not uplifting college, the system, but you know how it is. Live off ramen noodles. Do what you can. Spend most of your time nose to the grindstone to stay in there like you would in a studio in college. You shouldn't. It's actually a good thing. So it's nothing against, don't eat in there. It's disrespectful. Or this is not a place for eating. Because apparently they've sat on the floor and showed their ass and done baby pacifiers and other stuff like that. So I'm not above that. I just thought it was funny. I mentioned it's one of those things where I'm not a racist. I don't really believe in the concept of racism in the sense that all humans have hatred for their fellow man if it's unchecked and tamped down within the self. It comes from self-hatred. But you start thinking about who would say that to you. Like I said, the Barr thing would have been nuts with the chicken, calling someone chicken or eating chicken. What I thought would have been funny if someone would have came in and if somebody would have came in and was drinking watermelon for some reason, and it was the wrong Congress people, and they weren't even coordinated. Media Matters would be on it like that and saying, "Look at this. This is a pincer attack." Someone brought in watermelon, someone brought in a chicken. It it sounds like just a regular kindergartner's school lunchbox. It's a banging meal. Think of the optics that would have happened from that. It's just real ludicrous the way things like this go on, and people say it's nuts because this is happening in our Congress halls and whatever by our officials, who are apparently above us and above reproach. Maybe that's why they think that they can get away with murders, because we treat them like they're supposed to be above us all, and they're the pioneers in all of etiquette. But that's a few of my thoughts on it. Can't think of anything else really. I just thought it was funny and peculiar. You guys let me know what you think. I mean, it'd be nice if they worked a little bit longer. Maybe they can save some time. I mean, go in there and eat it all the time. It's just, to me, it was funny because Cohen's a bitch and he was calling a bar out on not having to do something and saying, well, you didn't go. Why don't you go to college? Aren't you an idiot? And somebody's got a job already, you know, in a trade. They've got a trade that they work on. It's not that they're afraid to go, you idiot. They don't need to. I just thought it was real childish and stupid. I'm wearing my Make America Great hat because I'm black. Got the black. I'm blacked out. And I'll put this on randomly, but it pertains. I might make a video about it. You know, love him or hate him. Alex Jones just recently got whacked by Facebook. I know a lot of other people, Laura Loomer, Molly Yiannopoulos, Paul Neal, and all these other people, Louis Farrakhan. I did a video about him, about how conservatives could learn from the blacks. It's an identity versus an ideology, but all blacks got behind him. And with Kanye's case, even if you look at a right-wing example of that, you know, right-wing, but culturally, Kanye, there's a lot of black people that don't agree with his politics at all and would burn a MAGA hat. But they love Graduation. They love all these albums. They stand behind him because they like the music. See, we need that ride or die in the conservative movement, or, you know, right of center, hard right, whatever you want to call it. So if you haven't got a chance, check that video out. And I'll do something on this, you know. Like I say a lot, I'm ideologically follower of Christ, so I believe that all people deserve the chance to be respected and all that, right? You know, I'm not gonna get steamrolled by somebody, but give all respect despite disagreeing. And so I feel the same about censorship. I think all deserve a voice, just like I deserve how all have the chance, or deserve to have the chance to fail, to mess up, to step on toes, to say the things that are wrong. So you guys go out and read up on that and fight censorship as much as you can, because we're going into the 2020 election and they're about to clamp down on everybody. Remember, it's an establishment versus freedom. It's not a paradigm of things. Even though we talk in that, it's not. So, as I clear out always, follow me at the places. Instagram at Political Dank House. Twitter at Political_Dank. Aaron Humper Dink, that's my YouTube. The other one. And like I said, with the shirt, you don't have to like the person, agree with the message. You don't have to like Trump. Think of Make America Great Again. Let's all work together to make it great, whatever that means to you. And peace out. Love y'all. Hop to it.